Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
We all know when the weather report starts with cold, rain, and even sometimes snow, and the tree colors are changing, it all means that the Cleveland's fall season is now here. And Cleveland Fall is much more than that. Children fill our fields and gyms with sports programs. Adult volunteers give back and teach more than the game. Today we begin our Muni Youth Football Series of games at Collinwood Athletic Complex, where some of Cleveland's greatest kids will compete for their league championship. This, the 99th season of Cleveland Muni Football, had 60 teams, over 3,000 participants, ages ranging from 6 to 14 years old. Again, today's game will be the 10 and 11-year-olds. No weight limit, that's new. In a total of 17 teams involving 400-some players, it comes down to 2. Welcome to Collinwood Football Field for the 2018 Pee Wee Championship game between the Sims Raiders and the Westside Wolverines. Hi, I'm Tim Wells, and my partner John Good is in the house. And John, history has told us that these two teams play in a championship game. It's usually going to be a good, exciting football game. How do you see it today?
Well, Tim, I see it as probably a high-scoring game with the second and third leading rushers in this Pee Wee division. Justin Letman for the Sims Raiders and Roderick Gilchrist for the Westside Wolverines. Like I said, second and third in scoring. But as the playoffs progress, the Sims Raiders defense has been laying down the hammer, and as this game goes on, they get stingy.
Well, when you look at the keys to the game, let's talk about the Sims Raiders, an organization that's been around a long time and know what championship games is. You can see they're 5-1, and they're under Chris Parrish, the grandson of the late Sylvester Summerall. You talked about the offense and defense, but those are those playoff wins that you were talking about. But, John, what about the keys actually to the game? What did the coach tell you?
Coach tells me that he needs to run the football. They're 95% run team and a 5% passing team, establish the line play, and be aggressive on offense. They don't take too many chances in the passing game, but they will ground and pound.
And those concerns, giving up the ball on a short field, that could really be an issue, even though they have been playing good defense. But on the other side, when you look at Westside Wolverines, again, you're talking about a team that comes in 5-0. There's their keys. Again, Coach Michael Talton, again, a #1 offense and defense. They had some nice wins in the playoffs as well, John.
Yeah, that defense ranked number 4. That might show his face here today. He's got to run the football, too. That's what he tells us. He's 70% run and 30% pass, so the defensive backs of the Sims Raiders are going to have to be on their toes. On defense, they want to stop the run game and establish the run game on offense, like I mentioned, and control that line of scrimmage with that experienced offensive line.
And you can see that concern. We need to stop the run. But in order to do that, you got to look first at the Sims Raiders. Let's look at their key players these guys are going to have a big factor in how this game turns out today. They need them to play well.
Yeah, Justin Letman, like I mentioned, the second in the league in scoring. He's great charisma, heart, and discipline, the leader of this team. Lemire McKenzie, a great athlete, a calm leader. He's a quarterback and a linebacker. As he goes, so does the Raiders. Janelle George, a running back and defensive end, good size and good speed. And the Westside Wolverines have really got to take a look at him and make sure they know where he is on defense.
But on the Wolverines side, they got some good players as well. They come in here, as you mentioned, with the #1 offense, and it starts probably when you start looking at their running back, Roger Gilchrist. Let's talk about these 3 key players.
Yeah, Roger Gilchrist has a knack for making plays, Tim. He's #3 in the league in scoring. He's a good kid. He's the leader of that team, serious, hard-working, and very, very coachable. Number 18, Demetrius Harper, a linebacker. Sims Raiders has got to know where he is on defense at all time. He's a veteran. He's risen up in his Pee Wee ranks, and he's very proud, him and his family, to be in this championship game. He's wise, he's rough, and he's experienced. And we'll have the pleasure of watching him play in the future in the Bantam division. Terry Eaton, number 5, a cornerback and a center. Great at controlling the snap to the quarterback. And I tell you what, Tim, it just tells you what kind of athlete he is. When you talk about a center and a quarterback, that's a heck of a combination.
So right now we're going to go over to Jason Dunn for the player introductions.
Welcome to Collinwood Athletic Complex for today's Pee Wee Championship game between the Sims Raiders and the Westside Wolverines. We're going to start off with the player introductions for the Sims Raiders. Number 1, Jaleel Paris, East Academy, 5th grader. Number 2, Christian Hereford, Eastwood Prep, 6th grader. Number 3, Noah Blue, Noble Academy, 5th grader. Number 4, Theodore Davis, Greenview Upper, 6th grader. Number 5, Richard Cooley Jr., Apex Academy, 6th grader. Number 6, Lemire McKenzie, O.H. Perry, 5th grader. Number 8, Uriah Weber, Iowa Maple, 5th grader. Number 10, Lawrence Money, Euclid Prep, 6th grader. Number 21, Justin Letman, Citizens Leadership Academy, 6th grader. Number 24, Maurice Hereford, Central Primary, 6th grader. Number 32, Janelle George, St. Aloysius, 6th grader. Number 45, Daishan Cater Matthews, Noble Academy, 5th grader. Number 55, Richard Smith III, Noble Academy, 6th grader. Number 56, Shamar Kemp, Imagine Bella Academy, 5th grader. Number 90, Malik Lewis, Euclid Central, 6th grader. Number 99, Drasier Cooley, Apex Academy, 7th grader. Number 13, Giovanni Goodrich, Iowa Maple, 4th grader. The Sims Raiders are directed by Antonio Eads, head coach Chris Parrish, defensive coordinator Chaz Jordan, Chaz Scott, Andre Deal, Richard Smith, and Andre Eads, coach. Now we move over to the Westside Wolverines. Number 0, Julian Benz, Byron Middle School, 5th grader. Number 1, Deion Sanford, Benjamin Franklin, 5th grader. Number 3, Jaden Sorensen, Horizon Science Academy, 5th grader. Number 4, Joseph Noel, Horizon Science Academy, 6th grader. Number 5, Terry Eaton, Charles Mooney, 5th grader. Number 6, Chris Nichols, Benjamin Franklin, 6th grader. Number 7, Arzel Sattler, Chapelside Academy, 4th grader. Number 8, Zion Bradley, E-Prep, 6th grader. Number 9, DeAndre Taylor, Wilbur Wright, 5th grader. Number 10, Roderick Gilchrist, Mary Queen of Peace, 6th grader. Number 14, Nicholas Adams Jr., Greenbrier, 5th grader. Number 14, Nicholas Adams Jr., Greenbrier, 5th grader. Number 15, Dominic Gideons, William Cullen Bryant, 5th grader. Number 16, Austin Gordon, William Cullen Bryant, 4th grader. Number 17, D'Angelo Taylor, Urban Community School, 5th grader. Number 18, Demetrius Harper, Daniel E. Morgan, 6th grader. Number 19, Darrell Rilo, Benjamin Franklin, 5th grader. Number 11, Andrew Gordon Jr., William Cullen Bryant, 6th grader. Number 21, Anthony Goodwin, Horizon Science Academy, 5th grader. Number 22, Dominic Cruz, Charles Mooney, 6th grader. Number 23, Monroe Larkin, Charles Mooney, 5th grader. Number 54, Jan German, Cleveland School of the Arts, 6th grader. Number 55, Demetrius Roughton Jr., William Cullen Bryant, 4th grader. Number 12, Zayante Burson, Hope Academy, 6th grader. And number 59, Joshua Wade, Metro Catholic School, 6th grader. The Westside Wolverines are coordinated by Damian Johnson, head coach and defensive coordinator Michael Totten, offensive coordinator Deshaun Laster, Julio Cruz, Jackie Martin, Michael Graves, Raymond Johnson, and Aaron Dancy. Now will everybody please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
We are moments away from Pee Wee Muni Football Championship time here at Collinwood Complex. Temperature is 52 degrees at game time. We do expect possible rain later in the game. We'll see if that comes. But first we're going to take a look at the officials that'll call today's game. They're all certified through the Ohio High School Athletic Association. They've been working the league all year round. And again, on the left is Bruce Hill. He'll be our head referee. 32 years as a referee, a 1977 graduate of Hawken. And he's enjoying retirement as a probation officer. In the middle was George Golden. And George, 25 years, he's the assigner for the officials. and he has constantly been a big help for this year and the whole program, a graduate of Alliance, and he also works with CMSD. And on the right, Damian Pride, 6 years as a referee, a 2004 graduate of St. Edward, currently works at Buddy Contractors. Pretty good crew of officials that'll call today's game, John, but they also will deal with some special rules in the modifications.
Yes, it will, Tim. We go by the Ohio High School Athletic Association with some modifications. There'll be 8-minute quarters here in the Pee Wee division, a regulation clock, 4 timeouts per game, 1 additional timeout in each overtime. There'll be no kickoffs. Ball will begin play at the 35-yard line. There's no punts. The automatic punt rule is in effect. The ball will be advanced 20 yards. Clock will resume at the snap after a 15-second runoff. Must be outside the opponent's 30-yard line. Now, the automatic punt rule is when the offensive team declares a punt, the clock will stop running. The referees will then mark off 20 yards, and the clock will resume with a 15-second runoff. The 15 seconds will elapse regardless of the time it takes to walk off 25 yards. The clock will not begin until the offense has snapped the ball. Any punt from the opposing team's 35-yard line will be placed on the opponent's 15-yard line. There's no punting inside the opponent's 30-yard line. The scoring is a conventional Pee Wee Muni Division scoring. Touchdowns are 6 points. A safety is 2 points. The ball will be placed at midfield. Extra points if it's kicked is 2 points, and a run or a pass equals 1.
Also joining us for the first time, we have one of their referees that'll be joining us through the telecast. And a lot of people know, you might have seen him during the season in the Muni games, as well as he's down there at Cleveland Brown Stadium trying to get us some wins. Ralph King. Ralph, welcome to TV20 for the first time.
Thank you, Tim. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's going to be exciting for us all.
And when you look at the part of a championship game, Ralph, obviously the kids are excited, the coaches, but what feelings does a referee go through when they have a game like this today?
Well, today the officials are just as hyped as the kids are, and they want to be on their A game as well. They want to have their eyes sharp and their brain sharp as well, so they can officiate a good game.
So we'll see the referees now bringing it to the center of the field for the coin toss, and we'll be able to tell you momentarily. But while they're doing that, we do want to remind you folks that we'll be selecting an outstanding offense and defensive player of the game. We'll also be passing on some great information about free recreation programs that are coming up in the city of Cleveland. And I hope you have pencil and paper handy. We're going to be telling you about some free meals and so much more as hoop time comes close by. And again, we have some special guests that are joining us at halftime that will be with John, as well as we have a very special presentation that will take place at the end of the first quarter. So Bruce Hill will be talking to the kids right here. We will not have a kickoff. They'll start on the 35.
For those fans out there that don't know, this is the first year that Muni football has gone to an unlimited weight division. So what that means is that the kids in the ages of termites, midget, peewee, and bantamweight can weigh whatever they want to weigh, as long as whatever they weigh. And whatever their ages, as long as their ages match up, they can play football. It's been pretty successful this year, especially with the coaches and line play. We had a lot of big kids come out, and it's been well accepted in the community and throughout the league.
And one of the things is, you know, you always hear it, John, but records indicate this year with the no weight limit rule, we have probably reduced injuries almost 70% from the year before.
Yeah, you know, that's a credit to the coaches. Number one, getting the kids in the camp, getting them in shape, practicing the proper technique, and with the kids coming off the football, executing their plays, coaches again coaching them up. It has cascaded down to that statistic where we have less injuries.
As you can see, the cheerleaders are ready to go. Everyone's ready to go. We'll find out who won the toss right now as we look to the center of the field. The Wolverines will start with the ball, and the Sims Raiders will be on defense. John, let's take a look at first of all, the Wolverines offense. How will they line up on the first play?
Offensively, they'll be lined up. They're going to be led by Demetrius Harper, their all-star quarterback. Roger Gilchrist, the number 3 scorer in this division. Number 10, he's the running back. Joseph Nolan, number 4, will be a wide receiver. Larkin, 23, at left tackle. Bynes, number 0, at left guard. Eaton, number 5, at center. Taylor, right guard, number 9. Jermaine, 54, at right tackle. Gordon, 16, the wide receiver. Sorensen, number 3, will be in the slot. And Sanford, number 1, will be at the wide receiver. Very explosive team. But again, Terry Eaton, Demetrius Harper, Roger Gilchrist, the all-stars leading the way for the Wolverines.
And then when you look at that Sims Raider defense, the one that's going to really need to play well today, and their task is going to be to deal with a very strong offensive performing team, the number 1 offense in the league with the Wolverines. But the Sims Raiders defense, how will they line up, John?
Yeah, it all starts off with Janelle George, number 32, the left defensive end. He's backed up by his other all-star buddies, Lemire McKenzie and Justin Letman, number 6 and number 21 at linebacker. They really fill those holes. But the supporting cast that's here in this championship game: Noah Blue, number 3, left cornerback; Kemp, number 56, defensive tackle; Cooley, number 99, at defensive tackle; Smith, the 3rd, number 55, at defensive tackle; Weber, the right defensive end, at number 8; Theodore Davis, number 4, at right cornerback; and at linebacker back there again, Herford, number 2 at linebacker, and also Cooley, the other Cooley brother, number 5 at linebacker. As you can see, I didn't mention any safeties. That's how these guys plug the hole, and they come at it downhill all game long.
Again, when you're talking about these 2 teams to get here, 2 playoff wins. The Sims Raiders beat the Glenville Panthers 20-13, and the NEO Saints 19-13. That was in overtime to get here. On the other side, the Westside Wolverines win big, 13-6 over the Ken Johnson Wildcats, and 7-0. It was a 41 touchdown run in the last seconds of the game, where they beat the Southside Seahawks 7-0 to get here. So again, they've had some tough competition in the playoffs, but it is like they call it, we're in the ship and we're ready to go.
And when you take a look at the road both teams paved in order to get here, Tim, on paper you would say that the Glenville Panthers and the Northeast Ohio Saints was a more difficult road to get here for the Sims Raiders than the Ken Johnson Wildcats and the Southside Seahawks. That win over the Saints was a surprising one for Sims Raiders. One I'm sure that the the previous owner and the matriarch of the team, Sims Raiders, Sylvester Summerall, looking down and gave him his blessing to put these guys in the championship game. It's going to be a tough one today for the Wolverines to overcome the momentum of these Sims Raiders.
And again, folks, we do want to remind you that this is just the first game of championship games. The next 4 weeks, we will be on TV20 with championship play in Muni football. So we are underway. As John mentioned, Harper is at quarterback. Gilchrist in the running back. They're going to try to run to the outside, and outside they do. And again, you can see a nice run by the quarterback, Demetrius Harper. Again, McKenzie and Letman, John, on the tackle.
Yeah, good start there. Want to get that offensive line some confidence and some momentum going downhill. They just come off the football and let Harper find a hole and get up in there. You see that they're crowding the line of scrimmage, the Sims Raiders. So if the running back gets in the defensive backfield for the Wolverines, he can be gone.
So they're first down and 10. Again, they're trying to run the ball. This was one of the keys of the game. Sims said we must not let him run, and you're looking at number 10. Again, we mentioned his name earlier. Roderick Gilchrist, brought down by McKenzie, the linebacker, and Davis.
It looks like the Wolverines are running some scripted plays. They're just getting up on the line of scrimmage, and they're just going, attacking this defense.
Put the head down and run with the ball. Cooley, and it was number 9 carrying the ball that time.
They're looking at a 3rd and long 3. They'll huddle up this time and talk about it. As number 3, Jaden Sorensen, the slot back, is the messenger for the coach to get the play out to the huddle. Got a chance to watch them play last weekend, Tim, to get to the championship game, and very impressive coaching staff on that sideline for the Wolverines.
Big hole, and he picks up enough yardage, John. It's another first down for the West Side Wolverines. Richard Cooley and Davis came up on the stop.
Yeah, good job by the quarterback right there, just finding a little crease in the defense and just getting enough for the first down. As his momentum gave him the first down as they push him back.
So DeAndre Taylor, one of the surprise guys we're seeing here, run the ball. They grab a hold of Gilchrist right at the line, or no, not Gilchrist. It looks like number 16. Letman was on the tackle. That's Austin Gordon with the run.
Yeah, Justin Letman on that tackle right there. If he didn't get him, he was in for a big gain. But I think in the first 6 or 7 plays here, I think there's been 5 different ball carriers, Tim. We got guards carrying the ball. We got running backs carrying the ball. We got quarterbacks carrying the ball. So Sims Raiders have really got to be on their toes.
They're strong to the right here. Got to be thinking they're going to give it to him, and they're going to throw.
He's wide open.
Oh, Lordy, Lord. Oh, my. Give me that pass back one more time.
Yeah, Jaden Sorensen stopped running. He turned around and looked for the football, but he stopped running. Excellent pass right there by, I want to say it was Demetrius Harper. I don't know. They keep lining up a different guy at quarterback in the backfield, but yeah, Sorensen should have just kept running. He would have been wide open. He had his choice to who he wanted to throw it to, though.
So 3rd down and 10. They need the big play.
I think they're going to try the outside on this play. Uh-oh, fumble.
They're going to fall on it there. So that's a loss and a very untimely down. So now, do the Wolverines use that automatic punt rule, or do they go for it here? And you look right in his hands, it was number 17, D'Angelo Taylor.
Yeah, that's a chance you take when you rotate who's handling the football back there. You don't have one guy that's used to getting the ball, catching the football, and also taking a look at that defense and taking a look at who's going to get the football.
Okay, they've informed us of the automatic punt rule. Ralph, can you explain to us what's taking place right now?
The automatic punt rule is a rule put in place so this would prevent injury from the younger athletes. We'll walk off 25 yards and we'll assess the 15-second runoff on the clock.
So again, John, the automatic punt rule, a nice safety feature.
Yeah, it is. It is, Tim. Like Ralph explained, it's been instituted for the safety of players, and it may be one of the contributing factors to the number of injuries that has decreased in our league this year. The coaches definitely welcome it in high school. They've modified it on the freshman and I believe on the JV level with the kickoff and the punt as well. So there are some measures being taken to reduce the injuries in football.
So first down and 10. Sims Raiders will take over the ball with 4:21 to go here in the first quarter for their first series. McKenzie, the quarterback, hands off.
Big hole. Big hole. He's gone.
Could be all the way. Right off the rip. Number 21, Justin Lippman. Touchdown. Wow. Sims Raiders.
Wow.
He had 12 touchdowns during the regular season. He's number 2 in the league in scoring with 79. And in the playoffs, he also scored 3 more there. So he knows what it is to get to the goal line.
Yeah, Justin leaving off right where, picking up right where he left off last week against the Northeast Ohio Saints, leading his team down the field. 1 run, 1 touchdown. Oh, he wanted the ball. He dropped it and picked it up. Wow.
He's in.
Just like they drew it up, Tim.
So again, it'll be 1 point for the extra point. And they take the 7-0 lead early.
Yeah, Lemire McKenzie went off to hand the ball to Justin Lippman. Justin looked like he didn't know if he was getting the ball or not. Didn't even mesh with the quarterback. Put the ball on the ground. The ball bounced right up into McKenzie's hands, and he knows what to do with it. He took it right in the end zone. Let's take a look at this this magnificent touchdown run and an awesome job by the offensive line. There it is right there. McKenzie giving him the football. Look at those holes, Tim. And the angles that the defensive backs took, you could tell he was going to be gone from our view here in the press box. Showing excellent speed, got the ball tucked, and he's on his way for a touchdown.
6th grader from Citizens Academy.
Watch the bubble, you Ryan. Watch the bubble.
It's going to be a joy to watch him play for the next few years in bantamweight. Uh-oh, good hole.
To the outside, he's got speed. And they're going to bring him down, all the way down to the 32-yard line. Richard Cooley finally made the tackle.
Excellent job right there by, I want to say it was Sorensen on the carry.
I thought it looked like him.
But a good job by that offensive line. Larkin, Bynes, Eaton, Taylor, and German opening up a big hole to give him that opportunity to get the ball downfield. And this is just what the Wolverines need to stay in this game. Who's that quarterback now? Number 17.
There we go.
Yeah, it was 17. They had lined up D'Angelo Taylor. They didn't get nowhere. That defense stepped up that time. Right in the middle of that defensive line was Kemp and Cooley.
Yeah, they crowd the line of scrimmage pretty good. The Wolverines are going to pound. And with the opportunity they missed on that last pass attempt, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to go to it. I'm just surprised that they don't go for a more high percentage pass. Like a little short out, or a little tight end dump. Just to play catch to give a quarterback a little bit easier throw.
I'm kind of surprised, John, early that they haven't put the hands in their main guy, Roderick Gilcrease.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. Maybe they're trying to save him for the second half. Good cut. Oh, that Sims Raiders defense really swarms, I tell you. They had like 9 hats on that tackle.
John, it appears that we'll look at the replay here. He tried to give it to Gilchrist there, and they were on him.
They are on him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, just on this alone with Gilchrist, John, you got to remember this guy is a home run big play hitter. He scored runs of 65, 52, 40, 60, 41. Those are all touchdown runs in the playoffs.
That's why they got a gang tackler. That's why they're playing this defense today. No safeties. They're just crowding the line of scrimmage. Mano on mano, linebackers plugging the holes. Oh! Good job, number 6.
Lamar McKenzie.
Yeah, good job by McKenzie to read that. The play was slowed down by a high snap. And it looks like they're going to punt to play field position here. Try to back the Sims Raiders up deep in their territory. Good call.
And you're looking at it here, the replay again. Lamar McKenzie, a league all-star as well.
Yes, he is.
And we'll see him in the next few weeks here on TV20. So we knew about the offensive ability, but defensively, he's the complete package. The sun has come out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. So they'll take over the ball. This time they'll be at their 16-yard line. And the Wolverines defense, they need to step up big here. 55 seconds to go, first quarter.
Another big hole, Tim.
Same hole.
Uh-oh.
Harper made the tackle, but John, that left tackle, Gracier Cooley, and the guard, Deshaun Carter, they're winning that big.
Yeah, that was an excellent job blocking down right there by number 99, it looked like, for the Sims Raiders. Number Cooley, excellent block. Wiped out the whole side of that line. There it is again.
Same hole, Lutman.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Harper and Bradley, when you got the safety making those kind of tackles, tells you got to adjust something up front. You can see there, that hole is huge.
And the way they're pounding that ball in there, we'll see if the Wolverines defense will still keep coming up and making the plays. 21, Justin Letman, he's a pretty big back.
So that brings us to the end of the first quarter, where it's the Sims Raiders out in front 7-0. But earlier today, folks, there was a special presentation done by our league director, Jason Dunn, here at Collinwood Field.
Hello, this is Jason Dunn, director of the Cleveland Muni Football League. As we put the finishing touches on year number 99 and our 99th championship, today we want to honor one of our historic programs, one of our longest tenured programs, and a program that means a lot to the Cleveland Muni Football League. Standing beside me and behind, you see a sea of green and gold. These people represent the family of the Sims Raiders, the family of the late, great Sylvester Summerall, who himself dedicated 45-plus years of service, dedication to the Cleveland Muni Football League. The Sims Raider organization has been around for 65 years, and they have put their heart and tons of effort into the Cleveland community. So what we want to do this year, in year number 99, is we want to honor the family in the honor of Mr. Sylvester Summerall, a plaque. to show our appreciation for all the family has done for us here in the city of Cleveland and Muni Football League. So, Mr. Summerall, I want to pass this plaque to you in honor of your late, great husband.
All right, thank you. God bless you.
And I thank you so much.
Thank you. He loved football, and that was his passion. And his vision was for the Sims Raiders to continue on after he was gone. And I'm just thankful that my grandson is able to do that. His family, as you know, this is my family, his family. And his sister is somewhere, his sister and brother-in-law. This is his sister and brother-in-law there. So I say thank you to you guys for honoring him. He would be very proud. You know, he liked attention. So he would be very proud to know that you guys thought so much about him. Thank you.
Thank you. And it's only fitting that as we honor the family of Sylvester Summerall, the Sims Raiders is participating in the Pee Wee Championship game today and led by his grandson, who he passed it down to, Chris Parrish. Chris, you want to say a few words?
Just want to say it's an honor to be here, and I mean it's only right by you guys honoring my grandfather this year that we got here. So it was pretty much, this season was dedicated to him. We put it in his hands, and he got us here. So we're going to make him proud and go ahead and finish it off.
All right, thanks a lot. We're going to throw it back up top.
Well, again, John, you look at that piece, Sylvester Summerall. You talk icon, guy that's been involved with the program all those years. How many kids? They called him Coach. Some would call him Sims, but he definitely was more than that when it came to Muni football.
Yes, he was, Tim. 55 years of dedication to the community service through his organization, developing men and women of many, many contributing professions in our city here in Cleveland. I can't count how many professional athletes he's put out, how many professionals, period, he's put out. But he will be missed.
Well, you can see we're back. And there was a little bit of a fumble. So now it's 3rd down. And if I got it right here, looks like 3rd and about 6.
Yep.
3rd and 5.
I tell you, Chris Parrish has done an excellent job of weathering the storm of some tumultuous transitions in his program to really hold this thing together. He showed a lot of class, a lot of integrity. And it's really, really shown right here by getting his team into this Pee Wee championship. They give it to the workhorse. It's going to be close.
It'll be close on the spot.
See right here, Justin Letman going right off tackle to the left right there. And it's an excellent job right there by the middle linebacker fighting over.
Well, they give him the 1st down on this right here. So it's 1st down and 10.
It could have been a lot worse. That was an excellent job by that Wolverine defense. Letman again going to the left behind Cooley and Carter. They found something over there, Tim, that they really like.
Well, again, Sims putting the ball in Letman's hands. You can understand why.
Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Letman, McKenzie, Jonell George, 3 All-Stars in the backfield. What they really got to watch out for here now is which one of those All-Stars will be carrying the football. Because all 3 can take it to the house. High formation. Fullback. There it is, George.
And Taylor on the stop. And it should be enough for another first down. It is.
Just methodically moving down the field. Again, Taylor, again, Cooley, Carter, Smith, Lewis, and Kemp right now are the MVPs of this football game. Even though you look at the box score, you see Justin Letman with a touchdown and McKenzie with an extra point. That offensive line is the true MVPs.
Letman again. Another first down. Same play. Going right behind that left tackle.
Yeah, Coach Parrish has found a matchup that he really, really liked. And he wants this championship. He's not taking any chances, not putting the ball in the air, doing what he's done all season long, and that's run over people. And as you see right there, Wolverines defense trying to give an effort, but that offensive line is fired up today.
That Richard Cooley, the tight end, threw an awesome block and stayed with the block to give Letman some more yardage. Handoff. They're going to stop him right there with no gain. Second down and 10. It was Demetrius Harper. Ball carry was Janelle George. Again, Janelle George, St. Aloysius, 6th grader.
Boy, what an advantage to have two big backs like this, that you can just pound it in there with a talented front five and Cooley, Carter, Smith, Lewis, and Kemp, who stays on their blocks and comes off the football. That's the key in this on this level, is just come off the football, stay engaged with the man over you, and don't look back for the running back. I think the Wolverines was pulled off sides.
Encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
Again, that's probably one of our first penalties of the game.
I believe so, you're right. Yeah, I think that was Jan German that jumped off sides to him or Julian Bynes, trying to get an advantage with this awesome offensive line.
Trying to run outside. It's going to be speed versus speed here. Oh, not happening.
Oh,
Mr. Gilchrist showed something on the defensive side, John.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He turned him back, sent him back the other way.
Lemire McKenzie was the ball carrier. He tried to keep it.
Yeah, just a good job right there about Gilchrist to show good discipline. But number 16 also did an excellent job right there on defense as well, turning him back inside. That was Austin Gordon from William Cullen Bryant, a 4th grader. A 4th grader who's making a play like that. Tell him Austin Gordon is going to be a heck of a football player.
Thought they got a quick start there, Chad. He's out.
He's gone.
Could be. Flag on the play.
Yep. They're going to bring this one back and call a clip,
We have a penalty on the play.
Push in the back.
Well, we'll see if we can get a look at it right here.
On the offense, number 3, 10-yard penalty.
They're calling it on number 3. Ralph, can you look at this if they give it to us? Tell me, what is the official calling on this replay? Let's see if we can get it for you.
Yeah, Noah Blue just a little too antsy. He didn't see that his running back was pretty free and clear of getting into the end zone.
Oh, it's out of the picture. Right there, that kid went down.
Yeah.
And they called it on 3. You didn't see nothing there, did you, Ralph?
Well, actually, I didn't see anything there that the officials called, but, you know, that's probably we're here and we're there and they're there. So it could have been there and we just didn't see it.
That's a true official talking about officiating, John.
Yeah.
We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
But he saw it.
They have a tendency to go blind when they want to. Something was in my eye.
Big play right here. 4th down. We'll call it about 3. And it's no longer that. It's a 1st down again. Down to the 20. Still fighting for yards. Finally dragged out of bounds.
That's the other Cooley kid.
The coach from the Raiders has got to be loving this. I got the #1 offense against me, and I'm keeping them off the field. And you look here, John.
Yeah, just a good job right there of starting it inside and then bouncing it outside. Just some tough running right there. Number 10, that 4th grade again we mentioned before. Number 17, D'Angelo Taylor going for a ride there for a few yards. But not before they get the 1st down.
1st and 10. We're going to put him on the 18. Handoff. Letman heading for the corner.
Wide open.
Could be. Cut it up. Wow. Touchdown. John, that was all athletic ability by Mr. Letman.
Yeah, Mr. Letman, Mr. Coley, Deshaun Carter, that left side again. They hit on the right side a couple times. Got him thinking about that right side. Lulled the left side to sleep and then bounced back out there. And look at that, just wide open. Nobody's out there. They've been taking advantage of number 23 for the Wolverines all day long. Monroe Larkin from Charles Mooney, he has got to be more stout on that side of the ball. And I tell you what, as he gets the extra point, I'm looking forward to watch this Letman run for a few more years in Muni football.
So the extra point was by number 32. And again, that was Janelle George. But again, Justin Letman, another touchdown. There's Sims. And he's had a lot of help from the great blocking of that offensive line of the Sims Raiders. You know, John, you go back and think about history with Sims Raiders, and Coach Summerall would tell you today, he said, listen, I had one of the best offensive line coaches, a guy named Baker. Coach Baker, if you remember him.
I do remember Coach Baker.
He was tremendous.
Coach Baker.
When you mention his name, Coach Summerall would light up, say, Tim, he's the best offensive line coach out there.
And they, you know, they complimented each other so well because it was almost like one was thunder and the other one was lightning, except for Coach Summerall had great communication skills. He knew how to read young men, knew how to press their buttons, how to motivate them. Where Coach Baker, he would just grind it out with you, put you in the best position to win, and just was able to develop a mentality amongst the offensive and defensive line that was just ferocious. And as you can see, that spilled over into Chris Parrish's football philosophy.
1:12 to go in the half. Wolverines.
Oh, he just threw it at him.
Backward pass. Oh, my.
Wow. Deion Sanford just panicked right there. And he was almost like he was playing hot potato.
Might have recovered the fumble.
There it is right there. And instead of handing it off, he felt a little pressure from number 2.
Of course, Justin Letman on the recovery, John.
Yep, he's everywhere.
So they got a timeout on the play there.
Yeah, Christian Hereford put a little pressure on Sanford, and he tossed the ball in the air. The running back wasn't ready for it, and That Justin Letman, he's all over the place today, and he's definitely the front runner for the MVP. Even though if I could, I would give it to the offensive line.
So we got 106 before the half. Sims Raiders has had their way here in the first half. We will be talking to both coaches at halftime to get their views on what's going to happen when they go in to talk to them at half. And that could be a very, very interesting conversation. Obviously, the first one we'll be talking to is the Sims Raiders head coach, Chris Parrish. And if you couldn't put a better plan together than this, I don't know if you can, because, you know, hey, we're keeping the ball out of their hands. We're driving the ball down, using the clock. We'll get our stats at halftime from our stat crew, number of plays from one team to the other. The running yardage has got to be unbelievable.
All Sims. Split backfield this time.
Looking to throw. They're going to throw deep.
Oh,
intercepted. Headed to the outside here. And he knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah, Letman laid the boom on him, but from one all-star to the other.
So Roderick Gilcrease comes up with the interception.
And just a poorly thrown pass that's well played by Gilchrist. Looking the ball in, catching it, and just going back, trying to get as much as he can to spark this Wolverine team getting the plays, and says hello. Justin Letman.
There's the young man from the West Side Wolverines. Mary Queen of Peace, a 6th grader. Honor roll student over there.
All right.
And he's a Browns fan now.
Favorite player is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
So 1st and 10, 53 seconds to go. Gonna run it.
Oh, he put it on the
ground. They recovered their own. Timeout, Wolverines on the field.
That was an excellent tackle right there by the Sims Raiders defense. I didn't get the number on who made the tackle, but just a good job of corralling Gilchrist, forcing him to put the ball on the turf.
So, John, let me give you the scenario here in a question. 39 seconds to go in the half, 14-0. You're at your opponent's 34-yard line, and you use a timeout. I don't understand that call.
I'm thinking they made the call just to get them all together and talk to them about what they're going to do to close out this half, and so they can get into the second half without making any mistakes. They don't want to put the ball on the ground. They don't want to turn the ball over. They don't want to hurt themselves anymore. They already got a hole to dig themselves out of this 14-point deficit. So just come off the football and try to give his team some confidence going into the second half that they can run a play, but this defensive line for the Sims Raiders just been awesome all game long.
Second down, throwing it to the outside, incomplete, no whistle.
Good pass.
I did see the referee indicate incomplete, so it was a forward pass.
Yeah, good pass. Gilchrist just got to look it in.
I like the call in this sense that you're trying to get your guy out away from everybody with the speed to break one.
Yeah, well, you look at that defense, the way they all packed up in there. Look, there's 10 men from tackle to tackle. From tight end to tight end, tackle to tackle. It's one-on-one on the outside. That's why I'm surprised they're not throwing any slants or any outs. That's a nice little pitch and catch.
They take it up to about the 41-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
And those are the kind of plays they need in order to spread that defense out. Just to get them out of that box so that they can loosen it up a little bit in there, and they can run up the middle, get some room for Harper and Gilchrist. They started off the game with multiple sets, multiple people running the football, and they had some holes. Then they had the big penalty, which brought them back. Then they had a fumble, and they had to punt the ball away, which buried Sims deep into their territory. But they got a guy on their team named Justin Letman who took it all the way to the house and foiled that plan. So they got to come out and make some adjustments in the second half so they can get in this ball game.
So 4th down, we'll call it a couple yards. They pick it up. So the clock will stop because of the 1st down.
They got to be ready. They should be in that hurry-up offense right now.
Got to get up on the line. Got to call it.
They should be ready to go, just like they were at the beginning of the game. That's going to be the last play of the half.
Clock winds, 10 seconds. Will they get it off here? They don't look like they're in a hurry. This may hurt them. They may not get it off, John. They did not get it off.
I don't understand that. That was a golden opportunity for them to try to push at least 2 more plays they could have got if they'd used the clock a little bit more wisely. But we'll see what they do in the second half.
So we're at halftime, 14-0 all Sims. And joining us in a second down on the field, we'll be talking to the head coach of the Sims Raiders. Again, the first half, he's got to be smiling. Things going well. And as soon as they cue us up that we're ready to go, we'll go down to the field and talk to Chris. You're looking at our aerial shot, and there is the head coach of the Sims Raiders, Chris Parrish. Chris, I don't know if you can hear us. First of all, first half, you couldn't ask for a better output as far as your offense and moving the ball and blocking. You've definitely won the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was the plan coming in. Like I told my fellas in the locker room and coaches at practice, we wanted to establish the line of scrimmage first, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we plan on continuing doing in the second half. As long as we win in the line of scrimmage, I feel like we can bring the game home.
Yeah, Chris, 145 yards rushing in this first half. Sounds like you're executing your game plan to the T. Those guys up front, I just can't say enough about them, Chris. Coley, Carter, Smith III, Lewis, and Kemp. They've been doing it all year, and they're doing it today. How do you do it?
I mean, to be honest, even though I got my 3 key players, 21, 32, and 6, the harder the team is a line. So, I mean, we 7 deep at that O-line. It's a nice rotation. So those are guys that's opening up them holes for the 32, 21, and 6 to get free. So the harder this team is a line. As I said, establishing the line of scrimmage, we'll win it.
You got to keep that Gilchrist bottled up, him and Harper. The defense seems to be doing that. You got a couple turnovers. Your plans for the defense in the second half?
Oh, stay aggressive. Stay aggressive and run to the ball. As long as we stand aggressive and run into the ball, we'll make things happen.
All right, good luck second half.
Thank you, thank you.
The head coach of the Sims Raiders, Chris Parrish, joining us at halftime. Folks, we'll be right back with some more halftime activity.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Athletic facility of the Pee Wee 2018 championship game. We'd like to introduce a new partner with Cleveland Community Football and the Northeast Ohio Neighborhood Health Services, Neon. Chief Information Officer of Neon, Al Barker. Al, thanks for coming today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Tell us about Neon.
Well, Neon is a community health center that's been serving the Northeast East neighborhoods for about 50 years. We're formerly known as Huff Norwood.
And what kind of services does Neon offer?
Well, Neon offers a variety of services. We offer primary care services for adult and children, which includes adult medicine, pediatrics, family medicine, and other medical services such as dental, vision, family planning, podiatry, nutrition, health education, as far as mental health as well. So we cover a large amount of specialties.
Is it just outpatient care, or is it more than that, Al?
No, it's a lot more than that. We actually have our own pharmacies in 4 of our locations. We cover behavioral health. We've got our own laboratory and x-ray services in-house, our ultrasound and mammography. So we're full service, so we like to think of ourselves as a one-stop shop.
So your locations?
Yeah, we have locations, again, spread out throughout Northeast Ohio. For example, we have our main facility is 8300 Huff Avenue. We service East Cleveland. We have one at southeast side of the city. It's at 131st and Miles. We've got our Norwood location and our Collinwood, which is just across the road here from the field. And we have a Miles Broadway facility. So we're centrally located throughout Northeast Ohio in the neighborhoods where the actual Muni League teams are located.
And that's great. That's really great and really convenient for parents as well as players. We heard some talk about your nutrition is a big part of your mission.
Yes, it is. You know, food is essential for living, and we think that healthy eating is the key to wellness. So Neon stresses that. So it's really about care prior to. So we believe in keeping you healthy so that there's less visits to emergency rooms and hospitals. So yes, we do.
Good stuff in, good stuff out, right?
Exactly.
A new partnership with Neon and Muni Football begins today. Why did this happen?
Well, we'd like to turn that over to Doug Peck, and he can facilitate that, answer that question for us.
Yeah, I'd like to bring in Doug Peck from Dream City. Doug, thanks for coming out today.
Okay, good to be here, John.
Yeah, he's Neon consultant and one of our tentacles into the community and dealing with Neon. Tell us about the program. Why did this happen?
Well, you know, with Neon celebrating 50 years of service to the community and Muni coming up on 100 years, the leadership of both organizations felt that 150 years of community service would bring a lot of synergy in terms of moving our neighborhoods forward. And so it's going to move so much so that we believe that this partnership will lead to improving the quality of life of young people, seniors, and individuals and families in one fell swoop. We're looking at improving the health and wellness of the athletes, but also their family members and their friends. And so if we can get the community to be well and the community to be healthy, we think we will have really cemented a legacy of both organizations.
Well, we're looking forward to working with you guys, and it sounds like something that even the coaches can even take advantage of as well. Huh?
Oh, absolutely. Most programs focus solely on the children, but the volunteers have a thankless position. And without them as a mainstay with these types of programs, the programs would pretty much fall apart. So we want to put special emphasis on making sure the coaches are taken care of as well. And if we take care of the coaches, the children will follow.
So as you can hear, people, in our community, we will be working with Neon moving forward. So when we have our physicals, when we talk about nutrition, when we talk about mental health, as we talk about physical health, Neon will be our provider, and we're looking forward to a long-lasting relationship. How long you guys been around?
Been around 50 years, and looking forward to another 50.
Yes, and Al Barker, you've been with Neon for how long?
Been with Neon for a little over 12 years, but I've been associated or affiliated with them for probably some 20 years.
For 20 years. So there's a lot of experience there, and we look forward to that partnership. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, John.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, appreciate it. Michael Talton's here with us.
Thank you guys very much.
Michael,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
It could be a little better, but we're gonna fight through it.
Mike, that first half was pretty brutal. Sounds like, or excuse me, it looked like Sims Raiders found a recipe for success on that left side. Did you guys make an adjustment, or are you making an adjustment to stop that line from being so effective over there?
Always. We always make adjustments. Halftime is going to be a different thing. You know what I'm saying? We won't be the coaches who we is if we didn't make adjustments.
So trying to stop that dynamic backfield, Letman, McKenzie, and George, they seem to have a good thing going, but it's tough with Coley, Carter, Smith III, Lewis, and Kemp up front. Really executing the blocks on that side.
Well, you talking like they won already. You still got to play the second half.
No. I'm asking, what are you going to do in order to stop them?
Oh, we go play Wolverine football.
Okay, well, good luck.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, again, John, you can see Coach has got a little fire in him. He's hoping he can get it across to his players.
And I didn't expect anything less, Tim. There's a lot of pride over there on that Wolverine sideline. They've fought through a tough, hard season. They've had some ups and some downs. They're here in the championship game. Things aren't looking good for them right now, but they got a second half to play. Let's see what kind of game plan they got to slow this Sims Raiders team down.
So first down and 10, started the second half. The rain has now arrived. And we'll play right through it.
Number 6 on the carry, McKenzie. He's brought down by number 17, D'Angelo Taylor.
D'Angelo's getting up a little slow. He's moving though. There you go. Good job, young man.
Well, you look at it here, partner, you can see they still are persistent on running out to that left side.
Yeah, Coach Parrish is not going to change his recipe. A little ball security right there with the rain coming down. Give it to his all-star McKenzie and just let him hold on to it and go around left side.
So that'll be second down now, third down and 11.
Harper, he takes down Daniel George for a short loss on the play.
The Wolverines come up and make the tackle right there. It was number 18. Demetrius Harper.
Yeah, Michael Talton was just talking about, hey, we got to get fired up and we got to make some plays. And looks like that young man was listening in the locker room.
Demetrius Harper, a sixth grader over at Daniel E. Morgan. He's a Steelers man.
What? Steelers? Well, no wonder he's playing tough.
Gonna try to keep it and then brought down. So the rains come and the Wolverines defense steps up. It's Joseph Nolan, the linebacker.
Yeah, good job by Joseph Nolan right there. He was just trailing the ball carrier, slipped through a little hole right there, fought his way through and secured him where he wasn't going anywhere else. Also a good job right there by number 54 to hold up that defensive end. That offensive guard, so he couldn't get anywhere. Jan German, good job by Jan. Not giving McKenzie anywhere to go.
So fourth down. They're showing third, John, but I believe it's fourth down here. Unless I missed one down here. Trying to run it outside, nothing doing. He's going to come the other way. Nothing doing there. He'll pick up maybe 2 yards. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. And I guess this is now 4th down. D'Angelo Taylor making the stop. The young man from Urban Community.
Yeah, this is just some good defense right here. Number 16 and 17 right there. I tell you what, this number 17, D'Angelo Taylor, he's going to be a tough ball player for many years on this Pee Wee level and moving forward. He's been really trying to contain that side of the football, and he's made some plays over there. I'm impressed with his play.
So 4th down and 9. And Sims calls the timeout here.
Looks like he's going to think about going for it.
We're going to go into the huddle and see if we can pick up what the coach is going to tell them right here. Sims Raiders, there's their coach. There's Ferris, offensive coordinator.
I don't want to give him no field position right, because if I punt it and we get him down there, we're going to punt him, let the defense do their job.
Defense on me. Defense on me. Hey,
go, D. We're going to get him that because it's raining out, wind blowing, they run shotgun. We're going to let them go. Hey, Dave, we're going to punt. Hey, punt. We're going to punt.
I think this is the right call here for the Sims Raiders. They're playing with the lead. Why take a chance right now with 4:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter and take a chance on giving them a short field to get back into this game and make it a 1-score game?
So that's what they're going to do right then and there. They're going to that automatic punt rule that was used earlier in the game. And John, what's amazing is if I want to go back to Woody Hayes' time, but you know, anything was always pound and run. He'd love this game. I think we've seen maybe 2 or 3 passes the whole game.
Yeah, and that's why the game has just flown by so fast, Tim. The clock hasn't stopped. These guys are, especially in the Sim Raiders side of football, they're keeping the ball on the ground, and they're getting first downs. Woody Hayes would be surprised, happy.
So let's go over to our official, Ralph King. Ralph, first of all, the question is, when rain conditions now occur in a football game, the officials are always asked, try to keep the ball dry. Where do those towels or rags usually come from? And what do you kind of watch for when you get into these rainy conditions?
Well, in this situation, when the rain starts to happen, you're going to be looking for a holding, because players will get any type of advantage they can once they lose their footing. And the towels usually come from the sidelines, from either one of the coaches that might want to give us a towel and help out the situation.
All right. First down, Wolverines. They got a hole.
Good run, number 9.
The Wolverines pick up 7 yards on their first carry. And it's brought down by Noah Blue.
Yeah.
But again, the quarterback keeper keeps it in his hands. And it was number 9.
DeAndre Taylor. Trying to make it that outside. He got it.
He is.
Got the first down.
It's now a race. Big play for the West Side Wolverines.
First down.
Yeah, Demetrius Harper, or the keeper, Tim, he was able to get around that left side and beat the pursuit of that Sims Raiders defense. Excellent job right there, and a good call by the offensive coordinator over there for the Wolverines. So see if they can keep this momentum going and get in the end zone. Got a guy on the field late, and they go back his way.
Going to the outside. So another first down for the West Side Wolverines. You know, one thing I noticed here, John, these veteran coaches, they don't do a lot with the handoff or anything like that in these rainy conditions. Whoever gets it, they're going to be running the ball.
Yeah, and that's a real good idea, especially at this level and the way tight as this game is, the way it's playing out. Don't want to get the kids thinking too much.
The way he made that tackle, again, it was Justin Letman making the tackle.
One all-star on the another all-star. Tell you what, Tim, this is one of the cleanest championship games I think we've called in a few years. I believe there's only been 2 penalties.
Well, I think we figured out the solution, John.
We got Ralph, huh?
We bring Ralph up here, and then we're good. You know,
good move.
Look at this.
Oh,
the corner could be.
He's in.
They say he's out at the 1-yard line. I don't know.
Wow.
Lemire McKenzie made the stop.
Wow.
I don't know about that one, but they said he was out at the 1.
I tell you
at home tell us. Take a look at this, Ralph. Does he get it right here?
This Roger Gilchrist, oh my goodness. You see why he's an all-star, Tim, just outrunning everybody to the corner, and he's in. He's in.
Mr. Referee Ralph King, please tell us. Look at it.
He's in. That's a touchdown.
No, that is a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown. And the reason it's a touchdown is because the pylon is inbounds and out of bounds at the same time. And if you make contact with that pylon, with the ball across the goal line, it's a touchdown. So that should have been ruled a touchdown.
Wow.
See, you put the whammy on us, John.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, we have a controversial call. Now they're back on the 4-yard line.
The great camera work by the crew out there, down there on the ground. I tell you, that was pretty clear.
2nd down and goal. Wolverines looking to score and put them right back in the ball game.
Wow. I think they're going to try to go to this left side, Tim, to the wide side, just try to outrun them to the end zone. They got him flanked out. There he goes, going up the middle. He's going to get in. Can he get in?
They're going to stop him short. Should be around the 1. So Letman in on the stop. So now 3rd and goal.
This is the time I think the Wolverines should be in a hurry-up offense. Don't let them get set. Get up there, snap the ball, and run it before they get set. I believe that was Gilchrist running the football up the middle, that close to the goal line. He would have been able to punch it in, and he'll get the ball right here. Oh, he's in.
Easy. Touchdown, West Side Wolverines.
Okay, Coach Talton, I hear you. I hear you, Coach Mike Talton.
Roderick Gilchrist picks up another touchdown in the playoffs, but more importantly, a championship game. It's now 14-6, and look at the blocking here, John.
Yeah, just an excellent job sealing everybody inside. Easy touchdown for the all-star, Roger Gilchrist. Be nice to get this extra point right here.
So here they go for the extra point. Big point here. They need to make this, otherwise it causes some problems with another score.
Oh, wide open. Oh, 2 points. Wow. Oh, 1 point. I'm sorry. 1 point. I'm sorry.
A nice call. They throw it to number 4 from the Wolverines. And that catching the extra point pass was, I want to make sure I get this guy's name right. That was number 4, I thought I saw, John. Oh, yeah, Joseph Nolan. Joseph Nolan caught the extra point pass. And
good job, Joseph.
For those at home, they basically have had 7 extra point tries in the playoffs. They were 3 for 6 with the run, but they were 1 for 1 with the pass. Of course, today now it's 2 for 2. So as the rains come down, Sims Raiders back on offense. First down and 10 from the 35. 26 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Wolverines need another 3 and out. Uh-oh, that was a mix-up in the backfield.
Trying to get to the outside.
Looks like there's a mix-up. Wow. Worked in their favor.
It didn't start out good, John.
No, it did not at all, but they went right back to that bread and butter on the left side behind Coley and Carter.
So first down and 10. 16 seconds to go.
Oh, good block.
Outside, make the tackle.
Wow.
And on the tackle.
Heck of a collision right there with
Demetrius Harper.
Heck of a collision with the running back Letman and that linebacker that came up to try to make the play. Good job.
So that brings us to the end of the third quarter, where it's the Westside Wolverines 14, or correction, Sims Raiders 14, Westside Wolverines 7.
We got ourselves a ball game.
You better believe it. The rains are coming down, but hey, this is Cleveland football, fall weather.
Yes, it is. I mean, it all looked like it was going to be nothing but Sims Raiders today, and all of a sudden the Wolverines went in that locker room at halftime, came out and showed them why they're here.
John talked about sunny skies. Look what we got now. Talked about Ralph. Nice, easy-going game, and we get a controversial call. You're doing great, partner.
Well, I'm just glad the Wolverines scored a touchdown, because if they hadn't scored on that possession, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It would have been some sad faces and some serious frowns over there on that sideline after they took a look at the video.
They got the umbrellas. They're ready. Their spectators are there.
Oh, yeah.
But we do want to remind you folks at home some great news about recreation centers. Again, if you are a student in school, we have free meals at your recreation centers between 3:30 and 5 o'clock. And again, all you must be is a student in school. You can check with your local recreation center the exact time. But again, Monday through Friday, all school season, you can send them over there to get a nice meal. They can recreate and do some studying. It's a perfect opportunity.
Right back to the bread and butter.
So Letman picks up right where he left off. This is like who can stop who first. And the Wolverines cannot afford to let the Sims Raiders eat up the clock.
No, they can't. This is a good group of guys that Coach Paris has over there, Coach Eads, with the Sims Raiders group. This Pee Wee team is going to be in contention for quite some time.
They're changing the play right here at the line of scrimmage.
He barely got the ball in his hand. It looked like somebody left early, but the referees didn't catch it.
Oh, they don't do that.
Yeah,
they don't do that.
Sometimes they get lucky.
We said we were going to be nice with the officials.
A good job, though, by Jonell George holding on to the football and making it second and a short 3.
Second down and 3. We're going to put him right about the 31-yard line. 6:40 and clock running here in the fourth quarter.
Wolverines need to stop. Turnover.
Handoff, heading to the outside. It looks like he's going to get big yardage. Breaks a tackle, comes all the way down to the 3-yard line. Justin Letman. Gilchrist made the stop.
Yeah, another excellent job here by the offensive line. You see the defensive end lose contain, and once he gets around that cornerback, number 5, Richard Coley, only one man for him to beat, and he was able to pull him down.
Hey, man, you offside, Five, you offside. Look at the ball.
Now, we heard the officials telling him you're offsides. We'll talk about that in a minute here. So this is 2nd down and goal. Ralph, again, when the officials are telling somebody they're offsides, explain to me, what is that all about, especially in youth football?
Well, if the officials is backing that particular player up, that's called preventive officiating, and that will help the students out more than throwing that flag on that one play.
And that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
At number 17, D'Angelo Taylor on that last tackle. Playing a heck of a game.
2nd and goal.
Yeah.
They give him the touchdown. But, again, John, you know, did they get a good start off in that?
I thought that there's been several times where the Sims Raiders have been jumping.
Let's look at it here.
Not being set for a second.
There. They look clean on that one.
Yeah. Let's look at it from this angle.
Oh, yeah, number 5 right there on the end.
Yep.
A little bit too quick.
Yep. He's not set for a second.
So the touchdown is good. It's 20-7. Unfortunately, we got replay. They don't.
Yeah. But we won't take anything away from Jonell George. Good job, Jonell.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, you're right, though. You got 2 nice backs. There it is. He's in.
Oh, number 6. Capping it off, McKenzie. Another extra point.
21-7. That's going to hurt the Wolverines. They're going to have to come out and score fast and make some stops.
Yeah, like you said, Tim, they need to score fast, and then they need a turnover.
I guess, you know, anytime you're talking about youth football, you're trying to make sure that the kids get the opportunity to play and learn the game, John, but there has to be some leeway, especially with different age groups.
Yeah, and there is. Ralph talked about it, preventive refereeing. We have coaches on the field. We have coaches on the field in the termite division and in the midget division if a coach chooses to do so. So we try to help them out as much as we can.
Well, folks, as we're listening to Sims Raiders coach, they look pumped. Well, we want to remind you folks that next week we'll be right back here at Collinwood Football Field for the midget championship game between the PAL 6 Red Dogs and the Northeast Ohio Saints. Again, the midget division will be 8 and 9-year-olds. So we'll be getting a little bit younger in the next division. So 1st down and 10. 5:23 to go.
Gang tackling.
You look at it right here. Handoff, and that's the first handoff we've seen here in the second half.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, Jonell showing his versatility right there on defense, making a play. on that tackle. Good job, Jonell.
It looks like the rain has stopped, John.
Yes, the sun is back out.
The sun's back out.
Football gods are shining upon us.
Second down.
Looks like a pass here, Tim.
We need big yardage.
Oh! He read that perfectly.
Absolutely. McKenzie came up and made the hit. Isn't that where you look at that quarterback and say, how did you put me in that situation, John? Ouch.
Yeah, you could tell it was going to be a pass. They were flexed out right there, trying to get it to their all-star, from one all-star to another. Lemire right there, fine student athlete, honor roll. Just playing a heck of a game today on both sides of the football and enjoying every bit of it. Got a bright future in this game of football.
That's for this one.
3:40 clock running.
Oh, wide open. Just play catch. Trying to hit Noah Blue out there in the flats. All he had to do is put it on him. Let him do his thing. Wolverines just got to keep their heads up and still try to get a score here.
So they've decided the signal I saw from the field is the automatic punt rule. So the Wolverines will move the ball up 20 yards with 3:32 to go. And they're going to count on the defense to take a stand here.
Yeah, this is a good call. No needing trying for a first down and getting stuck with the ball deep in their territory.
Well, John, you know, it's fall season and the weather's here, but we have a lot to look forward to, and no better, you know, everybody's been talking about the Browns and the Browns and the Browns, but hey, a new Cavalier team, no LeBron.
No LeBron.
But they play with a lot of athletic ability and speed. And anytime you start talking about Cavaliers, it's hoop time in the recreation centers.
All right. Get off that couch, get off that computer, get off that phone, and come out and play some basketball.
Again, it's free to you, the citizens of Cleveland, at all Cleveland Recreation Center, boys and girls. Uniforms are provided. Leagues are forming right now, so you can contact your local rec center and sign up. Again, there'll be leagues that'll be at the centers. They'll have tournaments also, and they'll have league play. A lot going on. So even though we're now in volleyball season, you'll have time to join that as well. It's co-ed. Please pick up the phone right now and contact your Cleveland Recreation Centers. If you're not sure, you can pick up the phone right now and call 664-2014. That's 664-2014.
Yeah, come on out and make some new friends and build some new relationships and get some exercise.
Let's go, run it.
So you're looking at to the outside.
He got the angle again. He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
Put it in the book. Justin Ledman.
Wow.
Partner, with that kind of power and speed, you're right. He's going to be a joy to watch.
Yeah, you can just tell he's got that swag, that's for sure. And you know, and I'm pretty sure he's the type of kid that will first, you know, thank his offensive line and his teammates for his success, because he knows he's not doing it all on his own. But some things, you know, you just can't teach, and you can tell this kid's got a lot of God-given ability. And Chris Parrish has talked about his leadership, his humbleness, and how athletic he is, and he's been proving it here today.
Well, they'll go for the extra point.
Ooh, good cutback. Wow.
I think he's
in. Good job. 4 for 4 on extra points.
Wow. That was at number 1.
Yeah. Mr. Paris. Mr. Paris. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is the touchdown run right here. Just beating all the angles and he outruns the all-star. That was not too good an attempt at trying to tackle him. That's, I believe, is his 3rd touchdown of the day.
And we'll take a look at this extra point. I believe it was number 1. You see that number, John? Is
yeah,
it
that's
one?
number 1. Yeah, that's Mr. Patty. Look at that. Whoop. He don't like to get hit. He saw that big number 54, and he's like, oh, no, 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 no. It's like the girl on Get Out. No, 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 no.
Well, you know, if you're down at Cleveland Municipal Stadium, and again, you're talking about where the Browns play. What do they call it now, John? The
Dog Pound?
Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Oh, First Energy.
Yeah, they gotta be excited because this is Sims is playing with the Browns. We're trying to get to. Let's run the football effectively and run it. They had over 194 yards, 192 yards rushing.
Yeah, hey, formula for success. Chris said it in his interview at halftime. His offensive line is the anchor and the foundation of this team. And they've coached him up well. He's got depth on that line. All these guys are 6th graders. So they've got some experience. And it really looks like they have fun playing with each other. I'll tell you that.
Well, folks, we want to remind you to see if you can match our stat crew, Mr. Greg Tatum and Patrick Carroll. They'll be selecting the outstanding players, offense and defense. I think, John, I got the offensive guy.
Yeah.
Talking one guy, 192 yards on the ground.
Number 21, I think.
Oh, my Lord.
You look at these Sim Raiders out on that offensive line, defensive line, up front, period. They all look alike. If they didn't have different numbers on, you wouldn't know who is who. All of them pretty stocky, good builds, muscular, very muscular. And they all explode off the football.
Well, I can tell you one thing. There's somebody up there smiling right now, and he's awful happy and awful proud.
Amen. Amen. Yes, he is. Then he's doing it the way he would do it, too.
You better believe it. Run the football.
That's right. That's right. Chris has made him a very proud grandson today.
You know, and our special thanks really has to go out to the Summerall family. You know, a lot of times, John, we take for granted, we don't think about this, but every year these coaches come out, how much time is taken away from their own family, money spent in their own pocket, traveling, getting here, buying stuff. I mean, there was a lot of sacrifices that were made.
Dead ball.
Not just with Sylvester Summerall, but all the coaches. Anybody that did that for 45 or 55 years. Oh, my Lord, that's just unbelievable.
It really is, Tim. And the only way that you can sustain an effort like that is you just enjoy your life's work. And if your wife, your significant other, if they don't buy in, your kids don't buy in, it's just not going to work. You know, it's just not going to work. So teamwork, like they say, teamwork make the dream work. And it's good to see that Sylvester Summerall's dream is still working and it's alive.
So 4th down, 14. This could be the last play of the game. Clock's running down 15. They may just stay in the huddle here, not even bring it out, but they could.
Congratulations to the Wolverines on a magnificent season. They want to get a timeout. Talk to the boys.
That's it. That's the ball game.
It's a good job by the Wolverines coaching staff. Michael Talton, Deshaun Lasker, Julio Cruz, Jackie Martin, Michael Graves, Damon Johnson, the coordinator. Great job.
Well, folks, stay with us, because when we come back, we'll have the award presentation. Not only to our champions, our runner-ups, but also the outstanding players of today's game.
Become a professional American Red Cross certified lifeguard today. You must be at least 15 years of age, be able to swim 500 yards nonstop, retrieve a 10-pound weight from the bottom of a pool, and pass a written test. Lifeguard training classes are signing up right now. For more information, call 664-3018. That's 664-3018.
We're down on the field here now with the 2018 Pee Wee Division runner-ups, the Westside Wolverines. I'm with head coach Michael Talton. Coach, you guys come a long way this year, and I know you had a lot of turnover, but you had an experienced team coming back. And I want to personally thank you guys for all your hard work and dedication since June to make it to this point today. Going into the game, I know you wanted a different outcome, but take nothing away from the efforts of your coaching staff and the kids. You guys were a class act all year, and you guys exemplify what Muni football is all about. You just want to speak on starting in June and playing this last game in October.
Well, you know, it was a long journey, you know, but we got great parents, great coaching staff, great supporters that came out that was backing us all year, and we just tried to make them proud, you know, and I feel like we did that today.
I definitely think you made the west side of the city proud today. Now, what we want to do is we want to present the 2018 runner-up trophy for the Westside Wolverines to head coach Michael Talton.
All right, let's go. We all did.
Now, we got a special award. We have a kid today who was all over the field defensively. He accounted for 18 tackles, a few for loss, and multiple other contributions on defense. Demetrius Harper. Demetrius, you was raising all kind of havoc out there defensively. You put together a solid game, and you left it all on the field. I want to personally say that I'm proud of you, and I know your teammates are proud of you for the effort that you gave them today. You'd like to say a few words about your performance?
Yeah. I want to thank my mom and my dad and my coaches pushing me through this, and my teammates keeping my head up.
You got a real bright future, Demetrius. All right, we're over here right now with your 2018 Pee Wee Division City Champion Sims Raiders. Where Coach Chris Parrish at? Wow. Chris, you guys had a season that's going to go on in the history book. You guys really put it together. You know, I know this was an emotional year for you, emotional day for you, but you brought Sims Raiders back, the Sims Raiders that we know of past. And I know your grandfather was real proud of you. You know, you guys went out there, and from start to finish, you played a real hard Sims Raiders football game. You want to explain how you guys got it going on offense?
I mean, like I said from the halftime interview, the plan was to establish the line up front, which my guys did. The heart of this team is the O-line. We about 6, 7 deep on that line. Them guys came out, did their job, opened up them holes for my 3 guys to get through, and we had fun.
The Raider Nation, we now bring to you the championship trophy.
This side's messed up.
Okay. With me is the family of Roosevelt. Sylvester Summerall, who we honored earlier, and we pass on this 2018 City Now, we want to bring up our 2018 Offensive Player of the Game. You know what? Ain't no suspense. Justin, come on up here. 192 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in a dominant offensive performance. Congratulations, Justin. Do you want to give thanks to anybody for this performance today?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, coaches, and God.
What about them big boys that opened all them holes for you?
I want to thank them too. Especially my man Big Rick over there at 55, yeah.
Congratulations, you got a real bright future. All right, we're going to toss it back up top.
Well, there you have it, the award ceremony that brings us to the conclusion of the Pee Wee Championship game. Again, the Sims Raiders win this one today over the Westside Wolverines. And again, our special thanks to all the coaches, as well as all the parents and the support that were here today, not only for these teams, but for all season long. We do want to remind you that next week we'll be right back here on TV20, where it'll be the Midget Championship game between the Pal 6 Red Dogs and the Northeast Ohio Saints. But before we leave, we're going to take a look at some of the faces and some of the great plays of the 2018 Pee Wee Championship game. I'm Tim Wells for John Good and Jason Dunn. Good night, everyone.
about to do? We about to finish. Finish. Let's go. I want to hear none of